Привіт-привіт! My name is Ina and welcome to my YouTube channel Speak Ukrainian. In this video lesson, I'm going to teach you the present tense in Ukrainian language and its first conjugation group. But first of all, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, give me likes, and then you won't miss any of my new video lessons. Also, you will become fluent in Ukrainian language, I promise. So, поїхали! Let's get it started. Present tense in Ukrainian language means теперішній час. Теперішній час. This tense describe the things that happen or are happening at the present moment. Also, it shows that the things happen regular, or for example, it describes the states or process. So, in Ukrainian language, when you need to use this present tense, you have to conjugate the verbs. You can ask me, what is the conjugation? What is that? So, when you need to say a very simple sentence like I speak, he thinks, she eats, you need first of all to take the infinitive verb and then to add appropriate ending according to the person. So I will show you how it works. And also we will learn the first conjugation group. There are only two conjugation groups in Ukrainian language, and today we're going to learn the first one, and its endings according to the storm and according to the person. You can ask me, what is the person? Person is the personal pronouns. If you haven't learned this topic yet, then check it out, because first of all you need to learn this topic. So let me teach you the types of the verbs that denote to this first conjugation group, and then I will show you how to form these endings. So the first type that can help us to understand that this verb belongs to the first conjugation group is like the verb mati. The verb mati, it means to have. Mati, it means to have. Mati, it means to have. And you can see that this is the infinitive form of the Ukrainian verb. You can ask me, okay, how can I see that? In English, you add this particle to have, to do, to work. In Ukrainian language, you add this infinitive ending ty, mati. So when you need to conjugate the verb, you have to drop this infinitive ending ty, and then we have the storm ma. Ma. Storm of the verb ma. Okay, and we also know that this verb belongs to the first conjugation group because it has only one syllable. It consists of what is the syllable? A syllable is when it consists of a consonant plus vowel. Consonant plus vowel is a syllable, ma. Okay, and then we have add appropriate ending. So you see that this storm ends in a, and a is a vowel. Then you have to use this first kind of endings. So you see, storm ends in a vowel. Then you have to add you for я, єш for ти, є for він, вона, воно, ємо for ми, єте for ви, and ють for вони. When storm ends in a consonant, then you have to add this kind of endings. So then if you want to say я маю, that means I have, you want to say я маю, you have to add ending you in the end. Я маю, it means I have. Я маю. Then if you want to say you have, ти маєш, he, she, it has, він, вона, воно має, then ми маємо, we have, маємо, you have, it's you plural, ви маєте, they have, вони мають. Мають. So it's very easy. You just have to write down these endings and just practice this pattern many times. So, of course, we have exceptions. In Ukrainian language, as in other languages, there are lots of exceptions. We have some these short strong verbs that belong to the first conjugation group that have a little bit irregular endings, and you have to remember them. So, for example, these verbs are пити, 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 or, for example, бити. Бити. Пити, it means to drink. Бити, it means to beat. Okay, so first of all, let's determine the infinitive endings. So, correct, it's ти, and here is ти. So we have to leave them. And then we have the stem is пи and би. But the formation of these verbs are a little bit different because these verbs are exceptions. Also, you have to omit this vowel y, and here you drop this vowel y. And then we have p and b. So how to conjugate them? So you have to say я пью, no, then you put p and you put apostrophe and you say я пью. It means I drink. Then ти п'єш. Again with the apostrophe. Він, вона, воно п'є. Ми п'ємо. Ви п'єте. Вони п'ють. The same with the бити, to beat. You write b, apostrophe, and then you repeat the same endings. Я б'ю, ти б'єш, він, вона, воно б'є, ми п'ємо, ви п'єте, вони п'ють. So this is the first type of the verbs that have only one syllable, and we know that this type of verbs belong to the first conjugation group. So there are other three groups, so let's check them out together. The second type of the verbs that belong to the first conjugation group have the ending vati. So let me show you the example. The second conjugation group. For example, the verb купувати. 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 So, купувати means to buy. And when you have to conjugate it, you think, okay, I need to drop the infinitive ending ти. But here, if you see also the ending va, you also have to drop it. And then you have the stem купу. 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 We dropped ending vati. The stem купу ends in a vowel. Then you have to use this kind of endings. So let's conjugate it. So if you want to say I buy, you say я купую. Я купую. It means I buy. Я купую. Я купую. You buy. Ти купуєш. He, she, it buys. Він, вона, воно купує. We buy. Ми купуємо. You buy. Plural. Ви купуєте. And they buy. Вони купують. So you see. But also in exception, we have an exception. You can ask me, okay, Ina, how can I remember when I have to know where is the exception? You just have to learn. There is no other way than just practice, practice, practice. Learn the verbs, use them, conjugate them, and then you will know them for sure. For example, such verb as співати, so pay attention, it's exception. Співати, співати, it means to sing. And you think, okay, I have to drop infinitive ending ти, and then you see it also ends in va. But you have to pay attention. If you drop va, we can't leave the stem співа. You have to leave this ending va and we have spiva. So one small tip. With these verbs that have this ending va-ty, you have to leave the stem with these two syllables. So for example, kupuvati, kupu, this stem has two syllables. The first one is ku, the second pu. This one, you can't leave one stem here like spi. You have to leave anyway two syllables for this type of the verbs. Please pay attention. Please write it down. So, spivati, if you want to say I sing. Я співаю. Again, we have a. It's a vowel, so we use this kind of form. Я співаю. I sing. Я співаю. If you say ти співаєш, you sing. Він, вона, воно співає, ми співаємо, ви співаєте, вони співають. Вони співають. Okay, so you can ask me, Ina, why do we usually use these first types? I want to tell you that usually many Ukrainian verbs belong to the first conjugation group. And many Ukrainian verbs have this kind of endings of this first type. Please pay attention, that's very important. Okay, the third type of the verb that belong to the first conjugation group have this ending uti. Uti. So let me show you the example. The third one, гнути. 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 Гнути, it means to bend. And you think, okay, I need to drop infinitive ending ty, but here at this in the second type you have to drop more endings. So you have to drop uti. Uti. And we have the stem gn. Gn. And finally, this stem ends in a consonant, so you have to use this kind of ending. So when you say I bend, you say я гну. Я гну. I bend. Я гну. Ти гнеш. Він, вона, воно гне. Ми гнемо. Ви гнете. Вони гнуть. So you just need to practice using the verbs with the ending ute and just use this type of the endings. Nothing difficult. You just need to practice a lot, to take the verbs, to analyze their endings, to drop them, to see the stem, to see if the stem ends in a vowel or in a consonant, and then you have to add appropriate person endings. That's how it works. And the last one, the first type of the verbs that belong to the first conjugation group, I would say that this type is a little bit like irregular. You just have to remember their forms, because here you have to change even the consonants in the stem. Let me show you. For example, the verb писати, писати means to write. Писати. Okay, and you think, I need to drop the infinitive ending ty. You're right. And then we have the stem писа. But you can't say я писаю. It's not correct. It's not correct, guys. Here we drop also this ending sa, but it's not the same like for the third or the second types. It's irregular verbs. And here the stem will be пиш. Yes, we have to add an extra consonant, and пиш is a stem, and you see it ends in a consonant, so I have to add these kinds of endings. So if you want to say I write, you say я пишу. So let me write for you here below. Я пишу. Я пишу. It means I write. Ти пишеш. You write. Він, вона, воно пише. He, she, it writes. Ми пишемо. We write. Ви пишете. You write. Вони пишуть. They write. So guys, let's sum up. The present tense is very important topic in Ukrainian language. And even if you want to start speaking in Ukrainian using very basic sentences, you need to use the conjugation of the verb. And you need to learn this grammar topic for sure. Then, the first conjugation group. How can I determine what endings should I use? How can I determine this group? Again, there are 4 types of the verbs that belong to this first conjugation group. When you determine the type, you have to drop the appropriate ending. Then you have the stem. When you have the stem, you have to see, okay, if the stem ends in a vowel, I'm sorry, I practiced to pronounce this word correct. I know that I pronounced it a little bit wrong, but now I know I had to say it like vowel. Please write the comments below if I pronounce it correct. I am a teacher, but I'm also a student. I always learn and improve my skills. Vowel. You have to add this kind of endings. If this stem ends in a consonant, then you have to add this kind of endings. So, how to practice? I have one thing that I need to tell you that can help you to practice the conjugation of the verbs. So I know that this is a very difficult topic and my students suffered a lot with it, but when you practice you can master this topic very well. And I created the set of the 200 the most common Ukrainian verbs with the conjugation, of course, so let me show you. So you can check out more details about this set of the flashcards on my website speakua.com. So here is the set. You can see different colors and how it looks like. So you see on the first side of the card the Ukrainian verb вечеряти, and it has the infinitive ending ty, and then you see the all conjugation for this verb вечеряти. So вечеряти, this is the first conjugation verb that ends in a vowel. Then you have to add this kind of endings. Я вечеряю, ти вечеряєш, він, вона, воно вечеряє, ми вечеряємо, ви вечеряєте, вони вечеряють. And on another side you can see the translation, you can see the example. So this kind of flashcards will help you very well to learn the conjugation of the verbs and to learn these basic verbs that you can use and speak very well in Ukrainian language. So I highly recommend you to check out these physical flashcards, and also I created the voiceover of this flashcards so you can get it, you can learn the verbs, you can practice the conjugation, you can practice its usage, you can listen to my speech, you can listen and repeat, and it works very well, so please check it out. The link you will find in the description to this video. So guys, I hope it was very useful for you. If you want to master or learn this topic together with the teacher, you can take a trial lesson at my school, and it costs only $1. And don't forget to subscribe to my Instagram channel Speak Ukrainian Language, because there I post lots of very useful 1-minute video lessons and stories, and also quizzes in the stories. I hope it was great. I'm a little bit tired right now, exhausted, so please give me a like, support my video channel, support my work, and I would like to make more and more video lessons for you. See you soon, побачимо скоро, and па-па!